Hello, everyone. My name is Christian. Welcome back to my hobby blog. I'm very excited today because we are doing our 30th episode of the Withering Watchpile, which is the series where me and Leon, my friend, CultFlixFix24, we choose three movies based off of a theme, and we rank it from least favorite to favorite, and we go back and forth talking about why we liked it or why we didn't like it. And I'm very excited because our theme today, I think I chose it, I can't remember, was Criterion Collection. If you don't know what that is, that's one of the first boutique Blu-ray, boutique physical media for movies companies, just distribution company that was that sort of brought the director commentaries and behind the scenes kind of looks and stuff. They were the first company to do that on home video like releases. And I want to welcome back to the channel Leon, who, we've been doing this for a long time, half a decade now this year. So it's really
Wow.
fun about, because I think I did start in March, and our first Withering Watch Power was around April of 2021. So we're right there, half a decade. How you been today or recently since we last talked?
I've been good, just trying, still buying physical media. Thanks for having me again, Christian. Like I said, it's always an honor to be on here, and I love chatting movies and just talking the good or the bad about them. And I'm excited for Criterion because it's one that I know you're more familiar with than me. So I mean, I had a few, but I started collecting them probably because of you, and getting in there, and I've been watching them, and I'm still trying to learn the ropes, but it's been a pretty good journey so far. You know.
Yeah, Criterion has such a varied release, like especially in the last 10 years since I've started collecting. Because 2016 was the first year I started collecting Criterion and movies in general, and I had a friend of mine in college who recommended Criterion as kind of a very good starting point because they call it, like, a lot of people online and like actors, directors, they always call, like Guillermo del Toro, he says this all the time. Criterion is a film school in a box. Like, you don't have to pay the thousands and thousands of dollars to go to film school. And Del Toro and a bunch of other people say, like, just buy a Criterion, go through the special features, like, watch the documentaries, listen to the audio commentaries. And one of the movies I watched today, actually, I did the audio commentary because I've seen it so many times. And I was like, I don't need to rewatch this, like, without the commentary because I know so much about the movie already. And that was the movie I watched today. It was an hour long. It's a really old movie, almost
Nice.
100 years old. But
Wow.
yeah. Did I choose this topic? I can't remember.
Yeah. You chose this.
Okay,
This was yours.
so
So yeah.
going off of our established methods, I guess I will go first.
Yeah.
And
Be
the
the lead
first
off.
movie that I will talk about is not my least favorite. It's just technically it is my least favorite, but like these are all movies I love that I watched. These are all 4 out of 5 at the minimum. But this is Todd
Wow.
Browning's Freaks. This is the
Mm-hmm.
movie that was released in 1932 after he made Dracula with Bela Lugosi in 1931. I just watched it like an hour ago with the commentary on, so I have a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff. But this was basically the very first movie that actually portrayed disabled people in a very human light, which was unheard of before this time, especially in the 1930s, because they were not represented well whatsoever, and it was always just a really bad kind of representation from Hollywood and many other different filming companies and all that. It's in the 1930s. I mean, you can't really expect much out of them. But Todd Browning, he comes from a circus background, which this movie is based on. It's about kind of the freak show circus where they cast a lot of disabled people, the half man, half woman, the bearded woman, those type of characters that they have. And it's really, really interesting because most of the movie is focused on these disabled people and how they live within the circus and sort of the loves that they develop for each other within the circus behind the scenes of the circus. So, like, when they're not performing, they're hanging out, smoking, drinking wine, drinking rum, whiskey, whatever, having really deep conversations with each other, and just having really great kind of camaraderie and sort of finding the beauty in life, because everyone who is going to see them are there to be like, point and laugh basically, and treat them like shit. And you have the kind of bigger people, because there's a few little people in this movie who are the main cast. The main guy is named Hans. He is a like English German little person who is in love and is married to another little person within the circus, but he wants to really impress a bigger person, someone who's our size, and she is absolutely taking advantage of him and of his, not, I wouldn't even say naivete. He's not naive. He's just, I think he's desperate for that sort of, what's it called? That acceptance from people not of his background and all that, because he's happy with his wife, but he seems unhappy with how much society is sort of against these type of people. And Todd Browning, he has a really like very empathetic view towards these people, and he presents them as very conflicted, nuanced individuals, as they should be, because humans are, nuanced. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own, lives and goals and dreams. And this movie has a lot of really just great plot lines that kind of go nowhere, but it's, reflective of the human, experience. And we also have this story of like very corrupt people trying to take advantage, like the one woman who Hans is kind of in love with. And we have a lot of great revenge that happens at the end of the movie, where all the disabled people kind of go, I wouldn't say go crazy, but they are very justifiably angry, and they take it out on the people who have been causing them pain and suffering. And it's awesome. I love this movie. I first watched it on very low quality, 240p, I think at the most. This is a very hard movie to watch for a very long time, because the studios hated this movie when it was first released in the 1930s, because Todd Browning made them a bunch of money on Dracula, and they were like, do what you want. And he made this movie, and he really pissed them off, and they refused to release it. But overseas, outside of America, it was a huge hit. So they re-released it, and America hated it, of course, because it's America. And like, it took many decades for this movie to resurface, and between that time of release and decades on the re-release, they basically scrapped out all the good shit from the movie. So it just kind of has the bare bones story. And Criterion, thankfully, re-released it, but it's not that better than what was DVD quality that I saw, because there's no workable print out. They destroyed all the prints. They didn't keep anything, and we have tons of scenes that are missing. And the audio commentary talks about how this was a very troubled sort of release for them. Many decades of just bullshit from studios, from people involved who had the prints that were not involved in the studios. Like, it's a mess. But what a fascinating movie, especially considering it's almost 100 years old. In 6 years, it'll be 100 years old. And it is so modern in the way that it is filmed, in the way that it is paced, and the way that the performances are. The performances are just fantastic. I love this movie, but the other movies I'm talking about tonight, I love even more. So I give this movie like a 4.25 out of 5. Like, I really, really love this movie. I've seen it many times since like 2017, since I was in school, and I never tire of it. And I'm so fucking happy too, because this is the first time I saw it with subtitles. So I finally get the main story, and I finally understand everything going on, because nobody had subtitles for a very long time for this movie. And boy, was it hard, because half of these people, English is not the first language, and they switch back and forth mid-sentence from English to German and back to English. And you just kind of have to accept it. But the subtitles, they fix it. They fix all those issues. And finally, this is the best way to watch it. I recommend everyone watch it. It's awesome. I love it. I can go on forever, but I won't. Have you heard this movie? Is this something that you've heard about? I know you're a Todd Browning fan because you've seen Dracula, if I recall.
Yeah, oh yeah, Dracula. Yeah, I've heard of the film, but I haven't seen it. But like I've heard of the some of the stuff about it. Like they're authentic, right? The disabled people are really authentic.
Yeah, he
Like
casted a
there's
bunch
nothing
of
fake about it.
disabled people. Yeah,
Yeah, like they're different, abnormal, like abnormal. I don't know how
mm-hmm.
you'd say it, but
Yeah.
they're authentic. That's pretty cool. What genre is it? What genre
It's
would be
like a
good?
drama, I would say. I mean,
Mm,
the final 10 minutes is like a thriller, basically, because they start killing people who have been wronging them the entire movie, and it's great. It's
nice.
very well filmed. Like it looks modern. So
Yeah, it sounds like a film that was discriminated on for no reason.
yeah,
But that's crazy. 1932. So that's like you said, it's almost 100 years old movie,
yeah,
which is why I love Criterion because they put out these movies that
hmm
probably are amazing to watch. Almost impossible if not. But
yeah. And one of the movies, because this is a 3 pack of movies that they have in the set, and
mhm.
like one of the movies was a movie that they thought was lost for decades, and they found it for this release. And like I
Wow.
haven't watched it yet. I want to watch it, but it's another circus movie that he made like a few years after, but maybe a few years before. I don't remember. This box set says it's 1925 to 1932, so this is the latest movie, Freaks, within the collection. So I'm very happy they were able to find and restore these lost
Yeah,
movies.
it's incredible.
So I love like when they like anybody rediscovers like lost media. Like it's such a great like celebration of the art form. I feel like when no matter
Oh
how
yeah,
bad the movie is, like it's great that they are rediscovered. So
yeah, it's amazing just to be put out there. But yeah, I have heard of the film. I'm gonna look into getting that one. I want to check it out.
yeah, yeah, I'm embarrassingly have never seen Dracula.
No,
So
it's really good.
I saw a box set of all of the not Hammer, but it's maybe it is Hammer. The entire studio is like that big box. No, Universal Monsters. That's what it's called.
Universal Monsters.
And
Yeah,
it had the 40 movies, and I like took because I found out my used bookstore, and I was like, yes, I finally found it. It was like $40, really good price. I brought it up, and I was like, I want to see the disc. I want to see the condition. Like this is a steal at the price. And they brought it
yeah.
out, and I realized it was DVD, and I was like, fuck.
Oh,
So I had to pass on it, but
yeah. Those are classics. My favorite's Christopher Lee, probably Dracula, but Bela Lugosi's right there. I mean, he's legendary, and
yeah.
that's what you get with these films. They're like timeless classics that can't,
hmm
to this day they're still mentioned and paid tribute to. So
Yeah, endlessly inspiring to like
there you go.
everybody.
Yeah,
So well, awesome.
but
Well,
yeah,
that's about all I have for my movie.
definitely gonna look into getting that one. I haven't seen it, so
I think you would find it fun.
sounds right up like some I'd like. I like amusement park settings and all that.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
stuff
all
like that.
about that. So
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. So should I get into my first film here or go with it? Okay.
Go on ahead. You're good.
All right, I'm gonna get into this. It's a double feature, but it is this is an old one too, 1943. I Walked with a Zombie.
Oh,
Well, yeah, this is
classic.
a French film. I think the director's Jacques Tournier. I probably slaughtered his name, but
Yeah, it's like
uh,
Jacques Tournier, something like that.
he's something like that. I'm bad at pronouncing
I'm bad
names
at
like that.
French, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it's 1943, and
Yeah.
this is a black and white horror film. This one's only like past an hour long too, so it's pretty easy to
Yeah,
get
this was
through.
an hour exact, so
So
forgot to
like an
say
hour 9 minutes, something like that. But it has a second film I didn't get to watch, The Seventh Victim, which I want to check out. I didn't have. I thought I could get through it because it's like an hour film too, but I didn't. I wasn't able to. But yeah, I Walk with a Zombie. This is one I've always wanted to see. I mean, this director has a pretty good slate. I mean, he directed Cat People, the original,
Oh
which
yeah.
I think was a really solid film. I haven't seen it, but um, yeah. Well, this film's it's basically about a Canadian nurse, and she's sent to this island, and she's sent to take care of this like rich man's wife. That's she's how do you say it?
Mhm.
Comatose. I can't. And she's and they pretty much she needs a lot of care, so this nurse goes to take care of her, and she's trying to like figure out what's going on or what in there. And you got this guy, which what's his name? Paul. His name's Paul. He's the character there, the husband. He's really rich, but it's kind of controversial this film because he's a plantation worker and they have
Mm.
slavery throughout this film. So
Doesn't it
I
take
heard
place in Haiti?
Haiti, like yeah, it's a Caribbean island, like yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because like zombie films, I'm a big fan of those, and this starts like where it started, like where the voodoo priests, you got voodoo
Mm.
try, and that's where the zombie was originally supposedly. The myth was from there,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. George Romero was the
yeah,
first
you
one
got
who brought
all that
like,
off.
yeah, he was the first one to not have it be voodoo based. Like
Yeah,
in
like
'68,
flesh eating. Yeah,
40 years later, or 20 years later, after this movie.
yeah,
So
and
it's
it's
kind
it's
of incredible.
really interesting. It's an interesting film. It's not my favorite, but I did like it. Anyways, this girl, you got her. It's like a love story. You got a love triangle. You got two brothers fighting over this woman that they both were in love with, and she just walks around mysteriously through this island, and no one, they don't know what's wrong with her, so they start calling her zombie, and you hear the term zombie throughout this film, and it's really good. Like it's atmospheric. It's not you're not gonna get like action or like you get all this. This is built like on atmosphere and like kind of poetic dialogue because it is a love story. But then you have the nurse falling in love with this Paul guy, and he'll do it like she wants to do anything for him. So she thinks by taking his wife to this voodoo tribe, it'll make he'll appreciate it, and she'll do anything for him. But it turns out like backfiring, and then you got like these voodoo people trying to take control of them on the island, and I mean it's really interesting. You got like creepy looking like zombies from the tribe. There's a scene that you just have this guy with like his eyeballs popped out. It's really
Oh yeah.
kind of creepy, but overall this is like a solid film, and I feel it's important to the zombie genre, like one of
Hmm.
the first ones. And, I mean, it's a slow burn, but it has some nice visuals, really creepy atmosphere in it. Other than that, that's all I got to say about this film. There's not too. I didn't watch too many special features, but like I said, you go to these films, they're like the beginning of what started bigger genre, like other horror films coming out. Like how you say George Romero. I know he must have known something about this film to get some ideas. And
Yeah, it's one of his favorite movies, if I recall.
yeah, and the one I'll point out is Fulci because you
40,
watch
yeah, that's
Zombie,
another good
which I
one.
have a shirt of right now.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, uh, this film Zombie by Fulci definitely had an inspiration from this film because you have the island and the Caribbean, and I kept thinking Fulci Zombie, but I mean he took it to the extreme with his films. But like
40's on
this one
another
was,
level.
yeah, this one's a good one to see if it's like a starter kit to the zombie genre.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I did like it, but I've seen a lot better, I think, because of my time.
Yeah.
But I could believe this film was important, but I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I saw this movie years and like back when I was in school, so like 2015 to 17, like in that very early like movie watching days, because I was in a George Romero class where we went through his movies, and that was one of the recommended watches that we had was I Walked with a Zombie, and I remember just absolutely loving it, like the visuals, but like man, the story was so slow. I felt
It's very slow. Like
like,
yeah, it's
but
slow.
man, the visuals, like, I remember that scene of them in like the really high grasses looking for the voodoo village. And there's like that one like zombie like holding the staff like in the
Yeah,
like
the
it's such a
eyeballs all.
yeah, like his eyes are huge, like, and
Yeah,
then her wandering through the island, like going up the tower and like through the very dark corridors. Like it's such an atmospheric movie, and I did not know they Criterion released that movie, so I need to get that
mm.
release because like I need to rewatch it. I watched it on
That's in a
DVD.
double pack with a seventh.
Yeah, and
Seventh
like
Victim, which I want to check out too.
actually you get a free movie with the Criterion. Like it's so awesome.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
and I feel like because I did watch it on DVD. Like a lot of the movies I watched in college was in DVD format. So like I need to watch like the Blu-ray and like
And this one's 4K. It really
oh
pops.
my god, yeah. So I need to
Yeah,
watch the 4K. Yeah.
yeah,
Cause like Criterion's 4Ks look so fucking good. Like,
yeah. This film looks good, man.
yeah, them, Arrow, Scream Factory, and Second Sight. I think they have the best 4Ks. I feel like so. But like, yeah, I Walked with a Zombie is just such a foundational movie within the like zombie genre, and it came out in the 40s. Like, it's a very early movie. It was in the middle of World War II, which is
Yeah,
another like fun little factoid. But I don't know anything about the director. I haven't seen Cat People. I saw the remake and I did not care for it at all.
yeah. I've seen the remake also.
Yeah, it's. I have it. I still have it for some reason.
Yeah,
I'll rewatch it, see if I still feel that way. But yeah, this movie's awesome. like, but
yeah.
it's
It's really
not.
good.
The story weighs it down because it is such a simple, like, by the numbers kind of story. Because we live in 2026. We've seen the story told a million times through the eyes of Fulci, who took that story and made it, you know, even
Took it to the
better.
island and left it.
Yeah, like
His
Zombie is one of
gore.
my favorite movies, like of all time, like cult films wise, by Fulci.
Mhm.
Like it's awesome. I'm also a huge fan of
Yeah,
House by the Cemetery. Is that what it's called?
yeah.
That
That's
one's awesome.
that Gates of Hell trilogy is all around amazing.
City of Living Dead.
Uh,
Um,
Beyond, my favorite Fulci film is The Beyond.
yeah, Beyond is awesome. I need to rewatch it. It's been a very long time. I have the Grindhouse like Blu-ray of it.
Mhm.
Is it like Second Sight or somebody like doing a 4K or Grindhouse maybe?
Grindhouse put one
Okay.
out.
Is it
Yeah,
released or are they still working on
yeah.
it?
It's released. I actually have it on the shelf.
Oh fuck! I need to get that.
Yeah,
Was it within the last year?
yeah. It was like a
Okay, that's
year,
why. Yeah,
close to a year ago.
I haven't been looking at it at any
Yeah,
releases. So,
and it looks amazing. Let me tell you.
oh my god. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you sold me. I love my zombies. So,
Definitely get that one.
oh, I will. Okay, well, I can go on to my second one if you want.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the second one I made or watched was a 1990s movie, almost 3 hours long. It's a drama. It's a romance. I really loved it, but it definitely dragged a few times. But this is the movie by Chen Kaige. I don't know if I said that right. It's a Chinese director. It's Farewell, My Concubine. I'm trying to get the glare out of here. There we go.
I've seen that cover, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen the
it's a
film.
very iconic cover from the collection. But I picked this up on a total whim. I don't know anything about the director. I know the actors pretty well, not too well, but enough to I recognize their names. So I picked it up, and everyone loves it. And this is a 4K. I didn't know it was, but that makes sense because, man, this movie is such a visual, popping movie. It's about these two boys who meet in opera school to try and become the main leads of this play called Farewell, My Concubine. So, same name as the movie. And they're basically trying to become the leads of this play. And it's a very rigorous, abusive type of training that they have to go through because it takes place in the 1920s all the way through the 1960s. So it's a very long type of chronology. It's a very long time span. And man, do they go through some bullshit. I just felt really bad because they start at the age of like 6 to 8 years old. And they're just constantly abused and like forced to just go as far as they can in order to perfect the acting and how they perform the roles. And the schoolmasters, of course, are from the 1800s because it's, early 1900s. So they're very abusive, very traditional, very shitty people. And like these kids, like despite all of that, they become the leads of this play. And then they start getting jealous over each other over a woman, and the woman loves both of them. She can't decide who she wants. So it's this 3 hour drama of them
It's a
like,
love triangle.
yeah, yeah, it's a really amazing love triangle. And the entire movie, they have the Enlightenment of the 1920s, which was when China basically opened trade, basically, with other countries. And then we had World War II with the or the Japanese invasion of China. And then we have post World War II. And these actors are just trying to perform this play because that's all they know. They don't know any like trades. They don't know any skills. Nothing. All they can do is perform this play because that's how they were trained since childhood of what to do. They were never
Wow.
taught math. They were never taught reading, like any other stuff. So like that's the only skills they have, and they go back and forth between prison and like concentration camps, and then back to high society with the royal families and like all this like very rich people, and they're just constantly being pushed around between all these different circles. It's such a drama. This is the movie if you're into slow burns and performance heavy movies. This is for you. I loved it. Not many people will, unless you're like me, who is okay with people talking in rooms. That's what most of this movie is people talking in rooms. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. The script is amazing. It's amazing. According to the back of this is the first Chinese film to win the Palme d'Or, which is like a major award, as big as the Cannes Film Festival.
Dang.
So, yeah, major. The first Chinese film to win it. So, that was 1993. 3 hours long. Epic movie. Visually stunning. Get it on 4K if you want. My God, like I love this movie. This was the first movie I watched as part of this video, and I thought it could not be topped, but it was topped, which I will get into later. So, what do you think? Any reaction?
Never seen it, but sounds
Yeah.
really interesting. Like you said, for the visuals and the story, and I like stuff like that where you go like you'll show back into history and like you'll go into subplots like where you find out what happened later on to them in life and stuff like that. Like that always interests me. Like how a person could fall off or they could
Mhm.
succeed or you don't know which way it's going to go. You know their future, even past. You'll see bad past where they recover.
Mhm.
But yeah, that sounds really interesting. Like an interesting movie.
Yeah, it's a very. Like, I love movies where they go like through a portion of someone's life, and you get two people's lives that you go through. And a very similar movie. I don't know if people have heard of it, but The Last Emperor, about the last emperor of China, and you go through like from his fucking birth all the way to his death, and you see him like reacting to the world history of sort of the Chinese way of like having emperors and all that system like die away, and he's the last one. Like he's the last emperor. That's the name of the movie, and it's Bernardo Bertolucci, the guy who did a bunch of westerns. That's the director, and the guy who did the music is David Byrne of the Talking Heads, the singer of
Oh
Talking
well.
Heads.
Oh
Like,
well.
and he won a Oscar for the soundtrack. Like, I need to rewatch it. I watched it in college. I watched a lot of movies back then, like 2 or 3 movies a day.
Talking Heads brings me back. I used to watch those videos.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go see David Byrne next month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for Christmas. That was our Christmas present. So I'm very
Nice.
excited to see him. I love Talking Heads. I've been listening to them for years without realizing it, and then the last 2 years, I've been going through the entire music catalog, and I know how to play "Burning Down the House," "Psycho Killer," "Once in a Lifetime."
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that song.
yeah,
Once
like
it,
super easy on bass, and I can also play Tom Tom Club's "Genius of Love." Tom Tom Club was formed by the drummer and bassist, the wife and husband
mhm.
of Talking Heads. They made their own band after David Byrne basically burned Talking Heads to the ground without telling anybody. They made it their own band, and I can play their song, "Genius of Love," which is the
I just
most.
remember
which is
I
the
just
most.
remember a music video. I'll go first. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's the most sampled song in hip hop. "Genius of Love." You probably heard it
Well,
many times without
probably
realizing.
samples.
Yeah.
No,
What
I
are you gonna
just
say, Sai?
I remember the video where there's like a face on the road, and it's just going. I don't know what video was it burning down the house.
It might on the side of
Or
the house where you have the
there's a
face and he's
yeah,
talking.
there's a face just there. It used
Yeah,
to like haunt me as a kid. Like it stayed in my head. Like I was freaked out at night when I saw that.
yeah. The music video for "Road to Nowhere" is the one that's always stuck in my head, where he's running in place, and the
Yeah,
images behind him keep like flashing and switching and stuff.
I can't remember. It's one of those videos that traumatized me as a kid. But it stayed in my head. I was even scared at night because I'd see the face. I was
Looking
like,
into your window.
yeah, like But I remember that from that band.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I have to talk about with that movie. It's awesome, but you gotta know what your tastes are before watching it because it is 3 hours, and I'm sure that 3 hours is
Mm.
like 9 hours if you're not into this type of movie.
Yeah,
So I'm into it. I loved it, but I recognize that
yeah, it's a
not.
good story. I'll be into it.
Yeah.
It sounds like it does.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like it does. So
yeah.
it's worth the watch, at least on streaming. Like if you will find it. So
Check it out there first.
yeah.
I always find history films like interesting, like where it goes back to like old days to new days
Mm.
and what they go through.
Yeah, because they go from like the 20s to the 50s or 60s. So you have a major
Mhm.
chunk of time, and they keep it very period accurate. So it looks like it. Like, so that's about all I
Nice.
have for my movie.
Give me some ideas to add to the list here.
Yeah.
Next time I go next Criterion sale.
Yep. In June, if I recall. Or July, I think. No, June is the flash sale. July is the Barnes and Noble sale.
My birthday month too.
Hell yeah.
But shall I get to my second film here?
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay, so this is a. I'm not gonna say it's a first time watch because I used to watch this film on like the IFC channel or cable back in the day, and I always caught it at the end for some reason. So I never could like actually sit down and watch the whole
I mean, it
film. So I did.
happens. So
Yeah, but it's gonna be a '90s film, Bound, 1996.
I haven't seen it, but man, do I want to watch it.
This is actually probably my first time watch for me because I never caught the whole film. But it's a neo noir crime thriller is what I'm getting out of it, and the directors are the Wachowski sisters.
Yeah, yeah. They did The
Yeah,
Matrix.
Matrix and
Yeah.
Cloud Atlas, which I haven't seen that film.
That one, I enjoy Cloud Atlas. It's very ambitious. I'll say that.
So they directed those two that I saw there. And yeah, this film's it's a crime thriller, man. What I love, and it's from the '90s, so it's like I say all the time, I love the '70s, I love the '80s, but I'm really '90s. That was my prime because that was like my teenage years. That's when I was watching more films than anything. So '90s always holds like a spot for me, you know. It's on my heart there. But yeah, we got Gina Gershon from Showgirls, which I love that film too.
That's
And then
another
we
one I
got
need to watch.
awesome movie. We got Jennifer Tilly from Chucky's Bride, several other films. So
She's
real
awesome. I love Jennifer Tilly.
real beautiful ladies. I'll say that. But yeah, we got Gina Gershon. She's playing a ex-con named Corky, and they hop in to go. It's crazy because about like 90% of this film just takes place in an apartment complex, like no other, which is really cool. But they meet up in this apartment in the elevator, and you got Jennifer Tilly, her name's Violet, and then you got Gina Gershon. She's the kind of like the utility person in the building. She's an ex-con who got a job there. They meet up and pretty much fall in love there once they first see each other. But then you got Violet, who's in a relationship with a mobster, like a gangster, in the building, and he's played by what's his name, Joe Pellet. I can't say his name. Pelleto. He's
Lasso
Italian.
or something. Yeah.
He's in La Bamba. He's the guy that
Oh.
pretty much is the agent for Richie Valens or
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's him. But I
That's
have a
fun.
hard time with names. But yeah, he's the mobster, and he's this dangerous guy, man. I mean, he's deep in the mob, and they live in this apartment building, and there's always drama going on. There's pretty much a lot of sex going on, and you can see Gina Corky, I'm gonna call her. She's listening through the wall, and she hears this girl. I mean, going with multiple men. She finds out later she is a call girl,
Mm.
but they're kind of like they're in love. They're pretty much in love, and it turns out that what she gets involved with is this abusive husband. You know, he's part of the mob. You have mob ties, and they plan to pretty much set him up and steal $2 million
Oh wow.
and run away with it. So that's where you get the crime aspect of the film, and that's when all the intense moments get put in there because you got a lot of like shootings and murder and blood. It's a lot of that takes place, which I love. But uh, yeah, it's a love story between two like lesbian females, and it's really good, man. Like it's put together really well. I like how they go back and forth from scenes from the past to the future, what's happening now, and I mean it's solid. I like the way how Gina plays this kind of butch girl. She's like a guy, man. I mean, she has a
Mm-hmm.
truck, tools. She's fixing sinks. You see her like she really plays the character well. But anyways, this film, like I mean, it leads through a back and forth throughout the thing to see if they will survive with this $2 million or something will happen. But anyways, that's all I could get into without giving it away. But yeah, it's a really solid film. I really enjoyed it. My type of thing. I love those 90 crime thrillers. I've always had a passion for those films, but it's really cool. The only extras I found out is that Jennifer Tilly was supposed to play Corky, like
Mm.
the butch one, but I guess that actress dropped out of the film, and they found Gina Gershon, and they said that's
Mm-hmm.
spot on. So then they put Jennifer Tilly as Violet, the
Mm.
girl that's you don't know if you could trust her or not. That she's that character, but you get a twist towards the end, which I really liked. And overall, solid film. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I really liked it a lot.
Awesome. Is it kind of like the movie Exotica, where there's a bunch of like twists and stuff like
Yeah,
that? Hell yeah, I love
probably not
Exotica.
not as much, but probably there's twists in it.
Yeah, Exotica is like 11 out of 10 in terms of twists. Like
This one has
in the
a
last
few,
minute has an insane twist.
but I mean, it has moments that are intense. You'll be like, "Whoa, man!" You get a little nervous because I love mafia movies, and you see a lot of mafia guys in this movie, and they're picking each other off, or they're just guys you don't mess with. You know what I mean? You don't
Mm-hmm.
fuck with them, man. Because
Yeah.
and they take a big risk stealing from these guys because they'll put it together eventually. It's like, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
They got a lot of brains, like in
Yeah,
their family, like figuring stuff out. So
yeah. There's even a scene where she says, "I'd rather steal from the cops than the mafia." She tells her.
yeah, cops will just write it off, like whatever,
Yeah,
we lost it, whatever. But the
she's all the
mafia and mob, like they know someone like did something,
they're gonna hunt
and
you
they won't
till
stop.
they can't anymore. Yeah, but real solid film. Highly recommend it.
Awesome. I think I did get that on the most recent sale. I can't remember. Once I do the order, I don't look at my order again until it shows up at my door. Because at that point, it's paid for. Like, let me surprise myself. I know a few movies. I think that was one of them that I got because everyone loves it that I've talked to. Like, of any
It's a
type of
solid
movie
film.
background, like people are like, you gotta watch it. So
Oh yeah, it's a really good film. Put together really well, and you
cool.
got two leading actresses. I mean, they do a really good job. I thought.
It kind of reminds me of the movie, a recent movie, Love Lies Bleeding. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. I've heard of
Oh,
it.
you gotta watch it. It's the same type of movie. It's awesome. It's a
Yeah, I
very
think I would
crime
like
driven.
that type of film.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart is in it. A very famous actor is in it too. I can't remember his name. It's not Willem Dafoe, but it's like that generation of actors. It's just an awesome movie. You gotta watch that one. Love Lies Bleeding.
Yeah, I'm gonna look out for that. That's my style of film. I love crime thrillers, especially from the
Yeah.
'90s.
Hmm.
Like Just something about the '90s that just put
It's a
out there.
very 90s movie. I mean, it was made in 2023, I think. 2022,
Hmm.
maybe. But, like, it has a very 90s, like, feel. The music is 90s, if I remember right. Uh, yeah, that movie sounds exactly like Bound. I think even the director said Bound was, like, a major inspiration behind that.
Cool. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look out for that for sure.
Hell
Some
yeah.
type of movies I like to watch.
Yeah, like, every time I watch a 90s thriller, like, I love it even more, like, the genre. Because, like, I don't like the 90s in general, but, like, the
I can see that
thriller, like,
too.
stuff is
Yeah.
so fucking good. Like,
Like I like True Romance and like Wild
yeah.
Things is one of my favorite films
I haven't
because I
seen
love the
Wild Things.
twists.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about twists? Wild Things.
I love, what's her name? Christmas Jones from James Bond. Denise Richards. I love
Denise Richards
Denise
there. Yeah, there
Richards.
you go.
I love
Yeah,
her. She was one of
she's
my first crushes.
beautiful, man.
Yeah, she's
And then you got
amazing.
Nev Campbell.
But like True Romance, I'll be honest, I loved everything except the dialogue because it
Hmm.
was too Tarantino like. It was too
Yeah,
snappy.
yeah,
Like,
he's in that involved in
yeah,
that
it's
film a
like
lot. Huh?
okay, but everything else was great. I loved it. But
Yeah,
like,
Christian Slater's one of my favorite actors.
James Gandolfini is in it. Tony Soprano,
Tony
like
Soprano. Yeah,
he's so good in
Gary
it.
Oldman, man with
Yeah,
dreadlocks.
yeah. It's
Oh
so
man,
funny. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't want to own it, but I watched it once and I was like, that's good enough for me. Like, so like it's
yeah.
very memorable.
I see
I
that.
haven't forgotten a thing from it. So
I collect Christian Slater movies, so probably I add them all
yeah,
to the collection.
yeah. Well, shall I get into my third one then? My final one.
Yeah, go for it, man.
So this is a very recent movie within the last 5 years, literally 5 years. It came out in 2021. It's a Japanese drama. I love this one. This is probably like a 5 out of 5 for me. This is Ryusuke's Hamaguchi's Drive My Car.
Oh, okay, I heard of that. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
this won all the awards at Cannes the year that it came out. And this is a movie all about a playwright who is performing his own play. And there's a lot of similarities to his life in his play that he doesn't realize. Because in the play, the husband is being cheated on by the wife with an actor. And this becomes reality for him when he misses his flight because it got canceled. And so instead of staying at a hotel off the company's dollar, he goes back home and he finds his wife who does the audiobooks for his plays for him to remember the lines and do all that while he drives back and forth. He finds her fucking the main actor
Oh
of the
shit!
play. And
Ouch!
yeah, and this is just like the first few minutes of the movie. And so he's going back and forth, being like, should I tell her that I know? Because he walks in, sees them fucking, but they're so focused on fucking that he just walks out and they don't know that he saw them. Yeah, so it's like crazy. And within a few weeks, she dies of just a sudden illness without anything. And so he's like, well, shit, I have to redo like the play or whatever because it just finished up. But like another city is like commissioning him to come to the city with a new cast of locals and all these different people that he hasn't worked with to do the play again for another year or so, maybe 6 months. And so he's like going back and forth whether he wants to do it or not. And he decides that he does want to do it. And he hires a bunch of different people to do it. And he rehires the actor who fucked his wife
Oh shit!
in like a power play. And the entire movie is them having this very weird relationship where he is like constantly downplaying him, but also raising him up really well as an actor. But as a person, he hates him. And they go back and forth, and there's like all this different drama and secrets between the two of them that they know about each other and the wife that the other didn't hear from the wife. So like the husband heard a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that like he thought was just between them, like a lovely story that she kept telling him, and he was like, oh, it always ended at this point of the story, and it was like based off her dreams and stuff like that. And then the boyfriend guy, the cuck, I guess, or I guess the husband's technically the cuck, but the guy who's fucking the wife, that's not the husband. He's like, yeah, no, the story didn't end there. It went on, further. And the husband's like, please tell me how it ends. And he's like, no.
No, straight up.
Like, it's so funny. Like, the movie is very sad, very emotional. But the name of the story, Drive My Car, is about the chauffeur who drives him because the company is like, the last director who we allowed to like drive like to the theater ended up hitting someone when they got drunk and killing someone. And it was a huge scandal for our theater company. We had to pay millions of dollars, basically, of Japanese currency in order to cover that story up and like make people move on. So no one's allowed to drive themselves anymore. You have to have a chauffeur. And the chauffeur is probably my favorite character of the movie. Because she is just so layered, but she will not reveal anything. And it's at the final 30 minutes that she just reveals everything about her life and how, like, awful it is. And suddenly the playwright and her see eye to eye, but they're not in love romantically.
Mm-hmm.
They're very platonic. They're very, like, because the chauffeur is the age of the daughter, the husband and wife characters, but the daughter died in like a miscarriage or something. So this chauffeur is the exact same age that this miscarriage baby was. Like if she continued to live. So like she died 21 years ago or 23 years ago. The chauffeur is 23 years old is what I mean. And like she has such a lovely like performance. She is so fucking good. The chemistry between all the different characters are awesome. Like it's just also the cinematography is just awesome. The way it's filmed, edited, the screenplay is just really well done. And this is the director's first movie, may I say?
Oh yeah, wow.
And it's such a perfect movie. I think it is a 5 out of 5. Like I
Nice.
love this movie. I want to watch it again already, and it's 3 hours, 3.5 maybe, 179 minutes, so 3 hours exactly, and it's awesome. I want everyone to watch it. It's very engaging. It is people talking in rooms, but there's many rooms because it's constantly going all over the city in Japan. It's awesome. I love it. You should watch it.
Yeah, it sounds really interesting. Like a interesting story. So he probably thought of her maybe like a daughter, like his daughter, probably maybe.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
It's a very father-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I love just everyone's relationships in the movie. A lot of twists, as I said. So I guess we all watched some pretty twisty movies today. So
Yeah.
or for today, but yeah, 5 out of 5. Like this was a perfect movie. I felt.
That's a high score right there, man. So
I don't give it out often. So.
Yeah. To check that one out. I'm gonna add those to my list to watch.
That we've talked about in our entire 5 years talking. I've given 5. So
I don't know if I probably have given a 5, but not often either.
Yeah. But yeah,
cool. I'm gonna look out for that one.
Yeah. Do you want to go into your final movie?
Yeah, I'll get into my final one here.
Cool. I'm very excited because like I have no idea what Criterions you own.
So dude, I picked them randomly out of the shelf, so this is like random. This is one I actually had on my watch list. So this one was a blind watch for me, something that I've been kind of chasing for a while but couldn't find a copy. Of course, Criterion comes with a 4K. It's 1977's Sorcerer.
I've been meaning to watch it. I've heard so many good things.
Friedkin. I don't know if I'll say his name
William
right.
Friedkin, yeah. Exorcist.
William Friedkin, Exorcist.
And also the French Connection, yep.
This guy's he's iconic. Everyone knows him. But
he died a couple years ago. Sad.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. I knew nothing about this movie. I pulled it off the shelf, went in blind, and that's how you got to do it. But
all I know is that famous truck scene.
Yeah, which is shown. But yeah, this one's a crazy, like a movie I couldn't comprehend at first. I was watching it and I was like, because it goes into several stories. Like there's these guys that have different backgrounds, and it goes into their stories, which is really cool. And all these guys are just bad people. They do some horrible things, which leads them, to go on the run or out of the country. And it's really cool because it has a Rob Schneider from
Ooh,
Jaws.
hell
Rest
yeah.
in peace too.
And Naked
And
Lunch if you're a David Cronenberg fan.
Naked Lunch. And we also got I don't know the other actors really. It's probably the main one. But yeah, this film I went in thinking like kind of bored with it at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, but I started watching it. I got more intrigued by it, and you got some brutal stuff that happens in this film. There's like nothing really good that happens, and it's really cool. Like you get gore, and it's funny because this movie's rated PG from the
Really? Oh
70s,
my
and it has
gosh.
like
Oh, it was the
slices
70s, of
to
course. Yeah.
blood holes in their heads, blood shots, neck decapitation. I'm like, this is PG. Could you imagine a kid in the 70s going to see
Parental
that? But,
guidance.
yeah, but yeah, it basically goes off this guy. You got a gangster who's Rob Schneider. Scheider. I keep Schneider. Oh my god, Scheider. And you got a hitman. He's a real killer, man, straight up killer. You got a Arab terrorist, and all these guys from different backgrounds they all get together in this country in South America, and they all are pretty much living a hard life. They're working. I mean, they had to leave the country for doing some horrible stuff, robbings and killings. They're the worst of the worst. So they
Yeah.
all end up on this different country trying to get immigration and money pretty much, and that's their struggle. And you got Rob Schneider who's working like an oil firm, like an oil place, and he's trying to live his life, but you got people trying to get him, find him. He has like he did something so grimy, there's like a whole mob after him,
Oh wow.
so he's pretty much on the run.
Hmm.
And all these guys have to unite, and then there's their boss who ends up like an oil field explodes, and they have to get like this dynamite to like close the seals. So they have to get like, I guess it's, what is it? It's dynamite leaking nitroglycerin.
Oh my god.
So it's really dangerous. It could set off at any time. And they have to put him in these trucks, and they have to go through the most rugged area of the
Oh my
jungles
god.
and deliver this dynamite.
That is
Without,
such an awesome story hook.
yeah, it's like suicide mission to the core. Oh, where was I at on the review?
Nitroglycerin.
Nitroglycerin. All right. Anyways, there's like I said, they have to deliver these dynamite, and like they could set off with any little thing. They're promised like 40 grand of money and citizenship, so they're all desperate.
That's pretty
And
good.
it's crazy, man. It's freaking crazy. Like you see roads like mudslides, and how could I say it? Like the bridge scene. That's the main scene of this film. But it's insane, man. Like I was at the edge of my seat through this whole movie, and yeah, I was like, that's pretty much. I don't want to get too much into the film, but it's so bizarre. Like I love the 70s because they're like there's just random shit that happens.
Most of them were on drugs.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And then I kept hearing the score, and I was like, man, I love this music. What is it? At the end, the credits, Tangerine Dreams on the soundtracks on the.
Of course.
No wonder. Manhunter theme.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Because I was gonna say, like, Tangerine Dream, like, you see that in the credit. I didn't know they did this movie, so you're giving me like more. I should have gotten it during the sale. Like, I can't believe I didn't get it. But I thought about it, but I was like, let me get these 4Ks of movies I don't own yet that I've seen that I love. So,
like this film, I didn't know what to think about it watching it, but I said, I know I'm gonna love this film the more and more I watch it. Like it's just my
yeah,
type of,
a very
because I'm like a
rewatchable
Michael
movie.
Mann fan, and I love Miami Vice. All his films.
Heat.
Manhunter's one of my favorite films of
Yeah.
all time.
Heat.
But Heat. Oh,
I love Heat.
but this movie, man, I tell you, blew me away. It's one that stayed in my head afterwards, and I'm like, I love that I went into it blind because it just
the
experience was crazy. But it was considered a flop, this film, because it came out the same year as Star Wars.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
so I guess it flopped at the cinema. It's titled Sorcerer, so everyone thought it was a fantasy film, and I
I
guess it
thought it
let them
was for a
down.
very long time.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And It's completely not that, man. It's an action adventure film to the core. But I guess this film, like the backstory, I'd like to read more on the backstory. I guess it was so hard to film. Like, how do you say his name again? Friedkin? Friedkin?
Yeah, Friedkin. Yeah.
Friedkin. He uh he lost half his staff filming this film. I
Oh
guess
my
they were in
god.
the jungle and a lot of them got like sick. They got malaria and all kinds of shit. Said that
Jeez.
even Friedkin he lost 50 pounds. I guess
I
while
have
filming
heard
this.
that. Yeah.
And I guess like half the crew had to leave. So he was trying to make the film without dialogue. He was trying to just do it off imagery because he was so short staffed. But I guess they ended up completing it, of course. But this film went through like a lot of. I haven't even read half the stuff, but yeah. I mean, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
It,
I
both of
loved it.
us. We.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How you say you don't give those easy? I was blown away by this film, dude. I was like, do I really like it? By mid thing, I said I love this film. It got to me where I was like, these could only be filmed in the '70s. These type of films, like I don't know, it has that '70s feel to it, like it's oddness, and I'm like, man, could you imagine a kid traumatized by this movie in the '70s, sitting in the theater?
From what I've
Like, there's
seen,
a
it's very atmospheric too. So like, it has that nightmare
dude,
layer.
the imagery in this film was like top notch. Film looks beautiful. Um, there's a scene where the oil field explodes and these guys are on fire, dude, and you see them crisp to ashes, bro. Like their
Oh
teeth
my
just in
god.
there. It's really intense, dude. Like, and they're delivering the bodies to their families, just dropping them off in a truck, and you're just seeing the wives collapsing and all this shit. It's like
Damn.
because the whole oil field just explodes, killing like I don't know how many workers. And I was like, that's guerrilla filming to me. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to talk about that, we'll go to that side. Yeah. But man, I love this film. 5 out of 5.
Have you seen that Werner Herzog movie where he's trying to get the ship over the mountain, and he actually does it IOL as well as in the movie with
No, I
Klaus
haven't.
Kinski? I
I
forget the
have
name
not.
of it, but oh my god, that it sounds exactly like that. Like,
Dude, there's some scenes where you don't even know how they survived.
it's crazy. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Werner Herzog. Here we go. Fitzcarraldo.
No, I haven't seen that. I've heard of that film though.
Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes like footage that you'll see of Klaus Kinski just screaming at everybody because everyone's miserable. Like even Werner Herzog, like Klaus Kinski, many times was like, "I'm gonna kill you because like you put me out in this
Class
jungle
kids.
to make this shitty movie, like moving a literal like lifeboat." I don't know
Dude,
if
you
it'll
see
show
these guys sweating on this movie, and they're like really sweating.
like that. There's that entire big ship they're trying to get above the
Oh wow,
mountain, like.
dang!
Yeah, and they do
I'm
it
gonna check that out.
IOL. Like they show it on the movie. It's like a documentary with actors playing character. It's really weird how like he framed it. But it's a
I'm gonna
very
have to check that
similar
out.
premise.
I
I
I
love
love
that movie.
Klaskinski.
Yeah.
He's a scumbag, but I like his filming.
He's I love that.
I
I don't
heard
know
he
if
was.
you in the volume 1 of the Scream Factory Herzog collections they did. You can find a documentary all about Werner Herzog talking about Klaus Kinski after he died, and doing a whole
Mhm.
documentary about their relationship and how they worked together. Because he was like, "Yeah, this guy wanted to kill me every movie we
I
did."
could picture that. Him
like,
wanting to do something like that.
like, he was like, "This guy wanted me dead." Like by the end
Dude,
of
that
each
does not
movie,
surprise me.
but he was like, at the same time, like when we were off, set, like he was my best friend. Like,
That's what I heard. That he's like so hard to work with, but he's
yeah.
got your back. He's loyal. Like,
He is. And like that's why Werner Herzog was like, yeah, I was in fear of my life most times with him, but like I knew he wouldn't do anything, and he never did. So, he was my best worst friend, I think is what he called him. So
yeah, crazy
I'm sure
Klaskinski.
like I would love to like watch the behind the scenes of Sorcerer and see if that is a very
Yeah,
similar sentiment
I
of
think
it.
it is because they said that none of the crew got along. Like it was a
Yeah.
disaster. And probably how hot it was there and how oh man, it looks like they're just you see sweat dripping from their face, dude, and they're in dirt. Just
Yeah, it's just
they don't
grimy.
they don't look happy at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to watch it. Like, so you're saying get the 4K is what
Get
I'm
the
hearing.
4K, dude. Yeah, looks amazing.
Yeah, like, I've only seen like clips of the like truck scene, and I can't click away when I'm watching it. And I know nothing about the movie,
Dude, it's
and I'm so
crazy
hooked. Like,
intense. And I got the reason I got it was William Fredkin. Fredkin, I can't say his name, man. I'm having a hard time saying his last name tonight. But
yeah.
and I was like, I've heard of this movie, but I've never come across it till now.
That was a big movie for like over a decade that everyone was like, Criterion should release Sorcerer. And it finally came out, and now everyone's like, what should they release next?
Yeah,
Like, they're knocking out a lot of like fan like favorites of like what
yeah. It says
people
it has a
wanted.
cult following.
Yeah.
I had never seen it. I mean, The Exorcist is one of my favorite films of all time. French Connection,
Hmm.
but yeah, this movie is. I don't know if you'd say underrated, but it's really good.
Maybe underseen, I would say, because
Underseen, yeah.
a lot of people know of it, but they haven't seen it. I mean, just like me, I haven't seen it, but I know it very well. Like within the, I guess the what they call it, the canon of William Friedkin.
And I don't think it had a Blu-ray release, huh? Or
It didn't until this,
yeah,
yeah.
till this, and this is
That's
4K. Went straight to 4K.
that's why a lot of people were like, Criterion should do it. Like, especially when they started doing 4K in like 2020, 2021. Like, people were like, okay, Criterion, this is your moment. Like, please do this. Like,
And like this is a film. Like okay, it's all right. I watched it. I think when I more and more watch it, I'm gonna be like, damn, I love this movie. It just seems like that type.
and
Like
I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's like such a dad movie. Well, like, you watch it on Sunday afternoon before dad like goes to like work all week.
yeah,
It's like his movie to like recharge his batteries with. Like,
he'll crack you a beer at
yeah, like
14.
Good, Bad, and
Watch
the
this with me,
Ugly,
son.
same type of movie.
Yeah, it's
Like,
that type. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
manly film. Like machismo is in it.
very much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Rob Schneider does a great job, man. He's
He's
freaking
awesome in
insane in this
everything.
movie, dude. He's insane, like crazy. Like I was like, oh my. This reminded me of like a movie called Rituals, which I saw back in. It's a '70s film too.
I don't think I
It's
know
like
that one.
it's a survival film, but it's kind of more slasher trope. But
Hmm.
what they go through to survive, pretty much. I don't want to get too much of it because so you could check it out. But
Yeah.
this film is, I'm telling you, it's one of a kind.
Yeah, Roy Scheider plays like
Roy,
a.
am I saying Rob? It's Roy.
It's one of those. I don't know. I'm just going off
You
my.
said it right. I think I said
Okay,
Rob.
cool. Yeah, Roy Scheider. He plays a like sentient ant in a human skin in Naked Lunch by David Cronenberg.
Uh huh. And I
He's
watched Naked
amazing in that
Lunch,
movie.
but I didn't catch it. I don't think I caught that. Maybe I did. Gotta rewatch
I
it.
need to rewatch it. Yeah, that's a movie I haven't. That's one of the first Cronenbergs I saw, and I did not like it, but I still own it. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
got the Arrow edition up
yeah,
there.
they just did a 4K, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arrow's doing everything.
Oh my God, we need to talk about the announcements, but soon. But like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So is that about it?
that's it for me, man. Highly recommend that one.
Awesome. Yeah, 5 out of 5. I mean, it's hard not to recommend. But what are you thinking for the next theme? What do you want to do? Have you thought about it?
Yeah, I have a few ideas. I don't know what. I was thinking either some Scream Factories editions we haven't seen, or what. I don't know. That's up to you.
I've
But
got 0 Scream Factories I've seen. I've seen them all.
you've seen them all. Okay. Or I was thinking we could go to Vinegar Syndrome.
No, I've seen them all.
You've
Do you
seen them
have
all.
Second Sight that you haven't seen? I got a bunch of them
Oh,
that
there's my
just came
stack
in.
right there. Son of a bitch, I've seen them all.
Oh
All the
shit.
second sites I have.
What about
Ugh.
a like topic instead of a company?
Yeah, we could. Let's see. Let's go slasher.
Slasher? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know
don't
when the
matter.
last time we did that. I can't
Yeah,
remember, so
that's
that
cool.
probably means it's been a while.
Are we
Um,
gonna? I don't know if we should do specific decades or just
I'm trying to
go
find
all.
our playlist. Withering Watchpile. Okay.
I know I've picked slashers before.
We've done Jallo. I know we've done that. Sleazy. What was this one? Sleaze and Gore. That was the fun one.
Yeah,
Um,
I remember that one.
70s cult, I think. 70s Japanese cult. Let me
I
see.
almost picked that Japanese.
Let me go for the most recent instead of the. Yeah, I can't find anything slasher in a long time, so that'd be a good one. I have a lot
Slasher.
I need to rewatch because I want to downsize the collection quite a bit. I think the
Hmm.
slasher genre is a very good place to start
Like,
because
yeah,
they're very hit or miss. So
hit or miss. Yeah, you hit it. Yeah. Yeah, we could do slashers. Are we gonna do a certain decade or just all around?
I think we should do all around.
All around.
Like
Yeah.
I know the '80s that's where slashers like focused in, so we could do '80s slasher. That's probably where I will be at.
Hmm.
So I definitely want to rewatch some Friday the 13th movies. I may have that part of it.
Nice.
Because this month did have Friday the 13th. I don't know if you saw that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. 2 months. I had it for when February and March.
Yeah, we had it in March for show 2 weeks ago today.
Yeah, and I didn't watch a single Jason film, man.
I didn't either. I was so tired that day.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't think I had time, but
awesome. I'm
yeah,
excited to do
slashers. We'll do the
slashers.
slashes, man.
Hell yeah. For anyone who's still here, thank you for watching. I don't know about you, but I had a really great time. It was fun talking about these movies. I always love talking movies with you. I hope everyone else enjoys watching this and watching our banter. I mean, we've been doing this long enough that I feel like it's just so natural for me at this point.
Same
And
here.
and like it's just so fun to like get like more perspectives because like Sorcerer is one that like I know everyone loves, but I don't know why like people love it. And
I didn't know
also,
that either.
and it was fun hearing your reactions to I Walked with a Zombie because I saw that a decade ago and I haven't seen it since. But like so much of it is still with me, even though I've seen thousands of movies since then. And like it was just really fun. Like,
When you hit it, it's a real atmospheric horror film. Like it's important to
mm-hmm.
the genre.
Yeah, it's very foundational. Like, if
Hmm.
you're doing like a zombie college course, like it's one of the ones you have to kind of cover at some level because it is 1940s, as you said. Like it's very early, 20 years before Night of the Living Dead, more than 20 years. Like Night of the Living Dead is like pretty foundational to the modern, I guess,
Yeah,
myth
and
of the zombies.
I
So,
think a lot of them got, if not inspiration, they definitely took notes of that film.
oh yeah. So yeah, anyone who's still watching, please let us know what you think about these movies in the comments. Let us know whether you agree with us on our rankings. So I know some people would probably be like, "No, my Farewell, My Concubine's the best movie ever." Because I've seen people say that,
Hmm.
saying that the top 5 movies they've ever seen. And also, Sorcerer. I mean, a lot of people say that's the favorite. So I'm not surprised it was your
I
favorite.
couldn't go against that. I couldn't. Nah,
Yeah,
they're probably gonna say a 3 out of 5 for I Walk with a Zombie. Are you crazy?
I totally
Or
agree
three
with
and a
you on
half out of
that.
five.
Like, it's great. Like, it's good, but like, there's a lot of slog.
Yeah, it's one of those that opens you to the genre, but then you get like better stuff going ahead.
Like, you got to start somewhere with a genre.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, thank you all, for everyone who's still watching, and thank you, Leon, for joining with me again today. I had a lot of fun. You know that. This is
Hmm.
always a highlight of my week, being able to talk movies with another movie lover. So, thank you.
Thank you, Christian. It's always a blast, man. I enjoy it, love it too, and I feel like how you said we've done it so much, it's like natural.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yep.